Hey, what's up, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. Now, in today's video, I'm telling you guys a story about something that happened when I was 15. So it was quite a while ago, but I was at a friend's house one night when I was 15, okay? It was a Saturday night. I remember going over there. I would go over to this person's house all the fucking time. Like, literally every weekend I'd be at my friend's house, this friend in particular. And he had a sister who wasn't the best sister, if that makes any sense. Like, first of all, I want to say this. His sister, she could get it, to put it simply, okay? But anyway, that's not the point, okay? That is not the point. His sister was a very, very, like, attractive but rebellious person from what I saw. Like, I'd go over there and his mom and her would always be fighting, and, like, we'd be sitting there eating pizza on the couch, me and my friend, or, like, playing video games, just listening to, like, them yell at each other, his sister and his mom. And then, like, she would run away and just be with her boyfriend for, like, the weekend. And they'd just keep fighting every time I was over there. But on this night when I went over there, things actually started off pretty good. I went there. It was just me, my friend, and his sister just watching movies and stuff. She was actually hanging out with us, which was pretty weird because usually she would never hang out with us because she was older than us. I think she was like 18 or 19. And I was just, like 15, so it was my friend. Now, before any of you sick motherfuckers get the wrong idea, no, the story does not end with us doing anything or me, like, sliding in the DMs with her. Like, no, nothing like that. So, before you leave those comments, finish the video. Anyway, okay. So anyway, back to the story. She was hanging out with me and my friend, and it was kind of weird because she was usually always out on the weekends. Like, she always went out at night, and she was just hanging out at home. So I just figured she didn't want to go out, or, like, she didn't get invited to anything. So, no big deal, right? Well, after a while, she went to bed. She's like, all right, guys, I'm going to bed. She went into her room. Me and my friend went into his room and just started playing Xbox. And after like a couple hours of playing Xbox, my friend's like, yo, I want to play GTA with you, but I let my sister borrow it. Can you go in her room and grab it for me off the desk? And I was like, dude, fuck no. Like, your sister's sleeping. She doesn't even know me that well. Like, I don't want to knock on her door and wake her up. He's like, dude, trust me. If I do it, she'll get even more angry. And then she won't even give me the game, and we won't be able to play GTA. And at first I was like, nah, fuck that. But then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? How bad could it be? Like, I want to play GTA too. So I thought about it for a minute, and I decided, like, okay, I'm going to do it because it's just a knock on the door, right? So I go out in the hallway, go up to her door, knock on it like 3 times. I hear her yell, hold on. And I hear the bed springs, like, being super loud, like someone was moving on the bed really quick. And I didn't really think anything of that. But a few moments later, the door opens, and his sister's right there. And she has her hand covering, like, her chest, and, like, she's just peeking out a little bit through the crack of the door. And I was like, hey, Jeff wanted me to grab GTA. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, he wants to play. And she's like, hold on. And she's like completely naked, right? So she shuts the door, and I'm just waiting there in the dark hallway. And like 2 minutes goes by, and I'm like, all right, what is she doing? And finally the door opens back up. This time the light's on, and she has like a big t-shirt on. And she hands me the game, and I notice in the background where her bed is, because I can see now, there's just a guy laying on her bed, like in his underwear, just staring at me. And I was like, who's your friend? And before she could even say anything or react, he just gets up and dives out the window. Like, the window was already open, he just dived out it. And I'm just like completely lost for words. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And she's like, that's my boyfriend. Can you please not tell my mom or Jeff about this? And I'm still just lost for words. I'm like, what? I wasn't going to, but like, why did he just dive out the window and run away like that? She's like, I'm not supposed to have boys in the house at night. And I'm just still confused because, first of all, she's like, I think 18 or 19. So she definitely legally is allowed to date and kind of live how she wants to live. So I was confused by like how strict the rules were. And also just the fact that this guy just fucking ninja dived away out of like a situation. Like, just, oh, I'm not going to reply to this guy. I'm just going to ninja fucking dive out the window and run away back home. Like, in his underwear too. Like, he left his clothes behind. So I just said that. I was like, you could have told me to just not tell your mom or your brother, and that could have been it. Like, why did he just jump out the window without his clothes on and run away? She's like, well, I don't know. I think he's scared. He doesn't want my mom to wake up and catch us. And I was like, you go to parties like almost every weekend. Why does she care about people being over at night? And she's like, I don't know if she worries about me. And, we've had some arguments, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, fair enough. You can tell him to come back, though. Like, I'm not going to say anything. And he's in his underwear by himself in the nighttime. It's probably freezing. And she's like, don't worry, I will. Thank you. And I was like, yeah, no problem. So I walk away with GTA in my hand. She closes the door. I go in my friend's room, and he's like, what took you so long, dude? I was like, I don't know. I knocked on your sister's door, and she was in the bathroom or something, so it took her a minute. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, let's play. And that was pretty much it for that night. But a couple weeks later, I told him about it, my friend, and he thought it was the funniest thing ever that, like, his sister's boyfriend jumped out the window in his underwear. Keep in mind, it wasn't like a second-story window. Like, this guy didn't die or, like, break his neck. They lived in a ranch-style home, so when he jumped out the window, there was really no drop. He just landed straight on the grass. And he was all good. I actually ended up seeing him a couple weeks later, and I laughed about it with him. But I just thought it was a funny story. Like, I basically walked in on kind of them just either finishing or like mid-sex, I think, and then like he thought I was gonna go and snitch, so he just dove out the window like a fucking secret agent, like Kim Possible type shit. And I thought it was a funny story, so I hope you guys did find it funny as well. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed this story. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. And I have a vlog going up on my second channel either tomorrow or the next day. If you guys want to see that, go sub to my second channel. I'll have that top link in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys out later. Peace.